Hi Roger, Paul here. I thought I'd just do a quick video. I'm not sure what you know about these bikes or not, so I thought I'd just quickly send you a quick video in case. Obviously everything's here. Panniers are on the front. Like I said, to remove the panniers, I don't know if you know, is basically you pull this rubber band off and then this whole panel, you grab it by the handle and it will slide straight upwards. As far as the gun carrier goes, you've got a bolt down here and there's three bolts down the side, and then this whole gun carrier can come off. It's quite good leaving it on because you do get quite a few looks as you're driving around. I have started painting just the back, the rack here, and there's some bits down the side. I replaced this bit here and repainted it, put a new plastic guard on there recently, and started painting around the pegs. And on the other side I've bought a new disc cover protector there, and again just started painting down this side. Happy to send the paint up if you want, depending on how bike's going, or I could post the paint up separately. Anyway, obviously to start it, obviously on this side, just quickly, obviously you've got the light switch, high and low beam, and headlight flasher, indicator, and horn beneath. Choke here needs to be fully on to start it from cold. Over on this side, you've got like a convoy light switch arm, knocks out all the lights, and you've got the kill switch and starter button here. I find this a bit annoying. I always forget to get this in the right position. I might send a separate picture, but basically to start it you need to move it over. When you get the bike you'll see what I mean. It looks like it's the wrong way round, but that's obviously just an army thing because other MT riders always say the same. So to start it, obviously key of ignition, neutral, you can leave it there. If you turn the key further on, that brings your lights on. You can leave it in the neutral position. Obviously you got the fuel tank lever here, put into normal or reserve. The Owners Club always said, I've always found it, you need to sort of give it a couple of twists of the throttle beforehand, and then obviously press the starter button. There we go. That's it running, but like I say, ideally you want to keep it running for about 3 to 5 minutes. They're quite lumpy and horrible when they're cold, so it's best to leave it. I normally leave it like this while I'm putting my levers on, and then she's ready to go. If you're not using it for a couple of days, you will find it won't necessarily start first turn, and you'll probably have to press the starter button sort of 5 or 6 times before it comes to life. But if you're using it daily, you won't get that issue. It's just I tend to just use it mainly at the weekend, so it tends to take a little bit longer to get it started. You can see there's nothing coming out of the exhaust. I'll just step away a minute. There's nothing coming out of the exhaust. Like I say, leave it running like that for about 3 to 5 minutes till it warms up. And once you can turn the choke off and it stays running, you're basically ready to go then. There is also a little toolbox area here. There's no toolbox in it, but it's what the army used to supply the toolboxes for. Take the gun carrier off the back. There are 4 bolts here and 1 bolt here. I'll just turn this off a minute. Obviously most people will turn it off with the kill switch, but because I forget to put it in the right position, I normally just turn it off with the key. Yeah, it's a bit quieter. To get the front panniers off, there's just this rubber, I don't know what you want to call it, almost like a bungee clip, where you basically lift that up, goes to the side so that's loose, you can get hold of the handle and this whole thing will lift off. They are quite hard to get off, but I have put some grease on them recently, so hopefully they'll be a little bit easier. I tend to leave them on because it's actually quite nice. It keeps your legs a bit warmer, but obviously you may not need that. The only other thing, like I said, is this mirror here. The thread has gone on the bolt here. It's holding its place all right, but if you start moving it around a lot, it goes quite loose, and the thread's gone. So to get that out, you're going to have to cut it and re-drill it, or get a complete assembly. But looking at it, to get a complete assembly means you actually have to get the whole lever and caboodle here rather than just that bit, so it probably just needs rethreading when that time comes. But we'll just start it again just to make sure. Anyway, any other questions, obviously come back to me. Alright, cheers then, Roger, bye bye.